Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Wondersnatch. There's a little bit of a lull in shows now, okay, preparing for Christmas, but now I got to get some of these looks up the way, okay? I planned so many cosplay looks this year and I really have to get them, shot and, done beautifully. So today I'm going to do my Nightwing Starfire composite look. Okay, I'm going to do both characters. I actually did Nightwing for a work event, okay, and I really want to do this Starfire 80s look with a really big hair to go with it. All right, so today I'm going to do Nightwing, and yep, so stay around for that, and then after that we're going to go to Starfire. I made the lights a little bit cooler, okay, for a blue Nightwing, and then warmer for an orange Starfire. All right, so stay tuned and let's get started. So cleaned everything, and so naturally today is going to be a drag king makeup. Yeah, so the last time I did Snatch Wonder, that's my drag king character, was for my Disney show 2 years ago. I haven't brought him out for a while. So yes, so Snatch Wonder is going to make an appearance today. But today the makeup is not as harsh as my usual drag king makeup, with all the angular faces, because I think Nightwing has a bit of a boy band look to him. In fact, I probably think that he's Korean, I don't know, Asian. It's going to be not so like the Landon Cider kind of very angular kind of drag king makeup, but something a little bit softer. Okay, and for the good thing about him is I've drawn a mask. I don't have to do brows. I'll give him a drag. I hate doing the big thick drag king brows. So all clean with alcohol. Let that dry, and I'm gonna be back on my base. So Naked Mole Rat stage. Okay, so today I don't even have to do my tapes or anything because I don't really need to snatch everything up because I want to go for that brooding look. So everything is okay if it sinks down a little bit. Okay, I don't need to snatch my eyes up like for a drag queen. I do have a video, where I compare drag king and drag queen makeup. Okay, and today I'm going to do a very light drag king makeup. As you know, drag king makeup is a little bit more angular, okay, less rounded. The bone structure kind of like sticks out a little bit more. So which means that instead of like women where you want a nice round kind of a appearance, you have more ridges on the skin, which means you highlight, instead of highlighting this in the middle, you highlight on both sides of your contour. Okay, so I'm going to actually use a contour stick right now. Okay, this AOA Sculpt FX is quite a light contour stick. I'll be using that today. But first I'm going to just highlight some of the middle parts of my face. I will be using my skin sticks. Okay, so this part is more or less the same, but we want to accentuate the jawline as well, and a little bit of the brow, but I'll do that later. Okay, so bring this across the brow a little bit more, rather than keeping it in the middle. Okay, the nose contour, instead of a nice skinny nose, it can be a little bit broader. Under eye contour doesn't have to go all the way up as much. The part that I'm most worried about is actually the lips. I've never been able to do drag king lips, make it look drag king. It always looks quite queeny. Okay, and then the jaw, accentuate the jaw. So there's a base highlight for a drag king makeup. Now going into my skin sticks. Don't have to worry too much about the eyes because it's going to be a big mask there. Okay, the nose, instead of a very skinny nose, I'm just going to go a little bit on the outside. Okay, and to accentuate the nostrils as well. And then for the cheek, instead of my rounded like that, I'm going to go straight down and down. Straight down and down. And I'm basically following right under my jawline. Okay, and then usually they have this hollow here too. So I'm just going to draw these two L's here. Smaller sponge, I'm just going to blend that out. This contour stick is quite subtle. I used this same contour stick when I did my Nancy Reagan look for my Snatch game. But it really looks like a shadow. And the nose. So that is quite subtle. I think I'm going to go in a little bit with my warmer contour just to accentuate it a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to be using this kind of a dense cat's paw brush just to place this contour a little bit more. Okay, it is a little bit easier to control this way. Okay, this makes my forehead a little bit more square. And I'm just going to block out this temple here a little bit. a bit less harsh. That gives me a bit more of a sharper jawline here, I guess. I'll be using my skin sticks again, but not the absolute whitest. This is 320N. Okay, I'm going to go in and highlight the brow bone. Temple here. Give me a bit more of a in the nose. Okay, make the nose a bit broader. Alright, okay, so that's the base of my Drag King makeup. Just a very light one. Alright, I'm going to powder all this and I'll be right back. Alright, okay, so I've powdered. Let's get some out of the way. I've powdered, okay, maintaining the highlights in all the highlighted areas. And I'm just going to go in with my Blend Bunny to do some Drag King contouring, okay? And today I'll be using mostly the cooler tones, okay? Not too warm for Nightwing. Okay, so I'm just going to go with Together first on this grayish tone. Okay, I'm just going to go and accentuate these. And I'm using a smaller kind of fluffy brush. I'm not the usual brush that I use for my contour. This big one, okay, it's better for drag queen makeup where you want to make big rounded swoops. But this one where I want it to be a bit more controlled, okay, I'm using a smaller brush. Get that chin a little bit more defined. Squaring off that forehead a little bit. Okay, and the jaw. Okay, this is looking a little bit too white, so I'm just going to go in with some MAC Studio Fix, okay, in pen 10. Just going to press that in here a little bit and blend that in here. Up here too, and here. Light contour of the nose. The nose, I think I can go a little bit warmer. Okay, so not too much. Okay, so I think I'm ready to just do the mask and then see what else this needs. For the mask, of course, I'll be using my Create Paints to paint that on. It's perfectly nice and black. Okay, but first I'm going to just map out the mask. Okay, I think instead of mapping on black, I'm just going to map it on this lighter shade, just to get the shape right. Yeah, Nightwing, of course, is like one of the really sexiest DC characters. In fact, Manny Amway just did him for Halloween as well and got a whole bunch of thirst comments and a lot of people like saying quite inappropriate things, okay, about masculinity and how some people should present themselves on the internet. I think that's really weird. Okay, so Nightwing mask is basically almost like the Batman symbol. Okay, it's got a little bit of a... Shit. Okay, I'll map it out in black. I feel like Nightwing's design is almost a bit like Invincible. Okay, this jet black hair, really nice costume. He's always covered up, but he's always so sexy. His poses are always so sexy. So, hey, come on, focus. And it's like, yeah, real thirst trap. Okay, so there's going to be a point here. Okay, and then there's a bat wing. Let's just mark out the tips. One here. One here. And then it goes along the cheekbone, so that should end somewhere here. And here. Let's make sure that looks symmetrical. Okay, I messed up here already. Okay, let's hope we can fix that. Okay, something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to fill all that in with black. And so this gives that look of the furrow, the very brooding kind of brow. So instead of brows, we need to contour a kind of a frown later on. Okay, so now using the Create Paints, I'm just going to fill that in and clean that up. Here goes nothing. Filling all that in. Okay, we're going to go in with and fill in those points a little bit better with an eyeliner later. Okay, I'm just gonna fill all that in and I'll be right back. All right, so that's the mask. Okay, I've drawn it in. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in and give it some shimmer with some blue shimmer, and I'm gonna use a lighter blue to contour the furrow, if you get what I mean. I'll show you. Cracking out this blue blood from Jeffree Star. I've given actually most of my Jeffree Star palettes away, but I've kept this one, okay, because there's this really nice ocean ice blue in there, which I'm going to use to bluify this black base. I know we're supposed to use fingers, but I think I'm going to use this dense packing brush. It's basically putting it all over the black. Over the brow. I know it's not very obvious, but there's a shift of blue when I move. In fact, even in Singapore, I think recently Stella Moon, one of the drag queens in Singapore, did a Starfire look, and her friend did a Nightwing look. So Nightwing is very popular, but I have to do it the Snatch Wonder way. Even for my outfit, I bought mine off like some costume shop, but it came in, it was, you know, for my shoulders, I want to get a really sexy Nightwing shape, so I actually got silicone shoulders to pad myself. And I actually had to alter my costume, which I bought off some costume shop, to make it a little bit tighter around the waist to give me that V shape. So there's that blue. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that on camera, but there's a nice shift there. Using a lighter blue, this is from James Charles, Problematic Influences all on my face today. Using that blue, I'm going to give myself a bit of a furrow. So I'm using this lighter blue just to accentuate the middle here. This is just to contour the mask. Some of the eyes. Okay, and then gives the mask a little bit more dimension. Okay, and now I'm going to go into contour that furrow as I mentioned. Going in that same grey, maybe a bit darker, I'm just going to contour a little bit up here. Okay, so that looks like I'm furrowing a bit. Okay, and then contour it up this way. So it follows that point. Blend that out a bit. So drag kings, they usually like, you know, contour, accentuate the nostrils a little bit too. So I'm going to bring this around a little bit. Okay, and now going in some whites. Okay, so very strategically placed whites right on the tip of the nose. Cheekbones, brow. There goes my not so angular drag king makeup. This is starting to look quite angular. Okay, need to blend all these out. Okay, and then for the lips, this is the difficult part. Okay, and contour the philtrum a bit. Okay, this brown, what is this? This is my old Gerard Cosmetic. This is basically the color of my own lips. I'm underdrawing the lips there. And I'm making it a little bit pointed. Extend lips a little bit. Okay, and then highlighting above and below that. So I think that will be my drag king lip. Okay, I'm just going to finish this up, contour a little bit more. Okay, maybe, I'm not sure whether this needs a lash. I might not even wear a lash. Okay, and I'll be off to the photo shoot and I'll be bringing you with me. All right, Midas will be helping today too. Okay, so here's the makeup, and I'm going to this new studio called Pivotal Studios. So it's open. The door's open, so fake shoulders. Trying to most of the time, maybe about 1 to 2 months. The Halloween one was like 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
1 month. I wrote it in 2 weeks, but we rehearsed for 2 and then we rehearsed for 2 weeks. Usually I give myself a bit more time. Halloween, I love Halloween, so I always have to do. But this time, a lot of my usual performers couldn't make it, so I was not going to do it. I was going to maybe skip it, but I couldn't stay away, so I had to. I threw it together last minute.
So you write the songs also?
I write the parodies.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Midas is here. He's helping me tight line to get rid of all the skin tones.
I should wash my hand.
Okay, so here's the shoot. Wow, I wish I could see the rest of the thing, but I can't see any details. I feel it's very good in Photoshop.
Oh, but you cannot do it for physics shots.
Huh?
For physics shots, they don't.
I usually do it with cut off.
You want full body shots all the way, right?
Yeah, full body.
All full body, right? Okay, you go like that.
Mustn't be too drag queen.
Okay, a bit more masculine. So that when you do the other one, it'll be a bigger contrast.
You do male physics, right? You teach how to pose.
Huh? Even if you tell me what to pose, I can't see what you're doing.
Okay, less hips. Yeah. Then straighten your body a bit more. Yeah. Okay, close your legs a bit more. Yeah. This is for the single.
Yeah, this is for like if we just put side by side, and then next we can try hugging some like I don't know. Either Nightwing hugging Starfire or Starfire hugging Nightwing.
Okay, so we probably
Do I need to hug someone? Do I need to hug Midas?
no need. But then probably she hugging you.
Yeah, maybe Starfire hugging where's the hair right?
Yeah, correct.
Better.
Yeah, correct.
So if I just like hold like that, someone's arms like low.
Very boy band.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put your legs together.
I think we can boy band. I was trying to do the hair like BTS.
Okay, help me stand 45 degrees. Okay. Okay, fold your arms. Straighten your body. Yeah. Chin down a bit more. With the folded arms. Yeah. Straighten your whole body.
My body always wants to.
You're right, correct. Then don't arch your back. Straighten, yeah. Okay, legs closer. Yeah. So you need to put whether you want to put will you be putting your hands around her?
Yeah, okay, maybe
What if I
this
try
is up.
carrying you?
Maybe this up.
How heavy are you?
No, but at the end of the day, I will show you. I just need him to have a feel of what.
Yeah.
Or you want to try carry. Then he have a feel of what he needs to do.
Okay.
You can carry me.
Can I
You're
do
quite strong,
Pilates?
Okay. Good. Where I get ready to take this? I don't know. Are you sure? Okay, Midas is going to carry me. I'm very light, I'm very thin and light.
1, 2, 3.
Wow. Can.
Okay, so this one don't look very put up.
Okay.
This pose will not look very loving.
I can't see. I
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
quite funny actually. Oh no, sorry. How about if I sat in like a chair with arms on the side? Is it possible to?
Actually, I think just now that one right where you do a crunch more natural.
Okay, let's try that.
heavy, then your legs one higher, one lower. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you just help to support my back.
Okay, wait, when ready, then I get you to pose that, don't worry. So that pose, okay?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Then
You need to stretch.
then which means that your hand will go behind.
One hand
Behind her
that.
hips.
Yeah. Her hips like that.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you put around your neck, it'll be too high.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, go. Okay, Midas, go away.
Huh?
Midas, disappear.
Oh.
Okay, drop your left hand a bit. Okay, just change different hip positions. You need to reset, just reset them. You want me to hold the string?
Yes.
Hold on, right?
Okay, this feels like Catwoman now. I believe 21st November will be more fun.
Yeah, that one will be the more.
I'm going to give you something to step on so that you can.
Except some of this.
Yeah, you set one step. Three, two. Okay, maybe shift the chair. Then you face your body face the light, or your head towards the light.
This guy's looking very cute.
Yeah. So you may open up your knee. Yeah, correct. Then your right leg come forward a bit. Yeah. Okay, face towards the light.
The hips are.
You must wear corset that has two metal that comes down to the hips, right? Then you must make the hips rigid.
I think the bodysuit is giving too much freedom. Must wear like the ones they wear in the movies.
Okay, let's do that means you get your drop roll.
Alright, so that was Nightwing, and now I'm coming back to do Kori or Starfire, okay? I'm more in touch with the 80s Starfire, okay? I never really watched the Teen Titans cartoon, okay? The Saturday morning cartoon where her hair was flat, okay? That's like anathema to Starfire. Starfire has a big 80s hair. I've got one big 80s wig to do the 80s Starfire, and I'm going to paint myself orange today with some Glisten Cosmetics. Yep, I've been waiting to do this for a very long time, so I'm just going to put all this out of the way and let's get started. Alright, I have about 1 hour to get my makeup done. I use a Glisten Cosmetics pressed orange powder to set my brows. I think this is quite nice. I think it's helped to color correct at the same time. Okay, so now I'm going to try underpainting before I go in with my actual Glisten Cosmetics, okay? So I can get that, you know, kind of under the skin kind of look. Okay, so just using my contour. Oh yeah, this is the one that is finally running out. I'm just going to put it on the sponge itself. Okay, and then I'm just going to contour, underpaint. And Starfire, I'm trying to get a bit of a rounder look today. She has big doe eyes, okay, so I need to try to get that. I don't really need to contour my forehead because, you know, the wig is so big, I don't think you're actually going to see my forehead. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight in the middle here with some yellow. And this one I'm going to use my Meron. Okay, this is really old cream blend stick. I'm going to use this as my highlight. still good, I think. So whenever you paint yourself colors like orange or green, yellow is a good option to highlight. You see, this cream blend is not very full coverage. Okay, I really hope the Glisten Cosmetics comes through. Okay, but that's my underpainting for Starfire for now. I have this green sclera lenses that I tried putting on, but I don't think I can wear that at the moment because I really can't see and I need to drive later. Okay, let's try this Glisten Cosmetics Orange Spectra base. Hope it hasn't separated yet. It's been sitting here for such a long time. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, there's actually quite a lot. Oh no. It's not covering the brows. Yeah, I used to love Teen Titans when I was a kid. And Starfire was, yeah, definitely around that time, you know, they had all these superheroes with huge maximalist powers where, you know, they're trailing, so her hair trails in a trail of fire when she flies. It's so cool. It's a bit like Julie Powers from, you know, Power Pack, who had this rainbow trail. Using what's left here just to bring it in here. Okay, I'm going to need to figure out how to cover those brows a little bit better. It's not as bright as I hoped. I'm going to try this other Indi Cosmetics face base to see whether that helps. Oh yeah, this is a bit more pastel as well. Oh great, this is good. This covers my brows a little better and helps to brighten the middle of the face. So this is a mixture of... So the Glisten Cosmetics is a little bit dull, you can see. Might have to mix them both a little bit. Okay, the brows are not bad. Okay, I'm going to try some of this P. Louise base corrector. This is a bit neon as well, but maybe it's okay for the brows. Let's put that on with a brush. Okay, that works, I think. Several different types of orange on my face right now. Okay. Try and blend that out. Okay, I'm going to put on my face tapes and powder this, contour a little bit more, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just setting myself with RCMA right now. I think the underpainting helps, so I'm not going to do any more cream contouring. And after this, I got to figure out the shape of my eye. Okay, the wig that I'm wearing today is made by Truffle Pig Wigs. Okay, they are known for these really huge, gorgeous wigs. And I thought they were the perfect person to make this wig. I did send them like some extra long wigs because I wanted this to be extra long, but I don't think they actually used it. And when it came, it wasn't long enough, so I had to make a little bit of an extension with one of my own wigs. Okay, my outfit comes up to here, and I'm going to have to paint my arms later. Karlyne and Midas are going to be coming to help me. I really need to get this makeup done. We have about 40 minutes. I'm going to use the rest of the P. Louise base. I'm just going to cover the rest of my eyes. Okay, this is just going to act as the base for my makeup later. Blend it out a bit more, cover those brows a bit more. Now, do I want to make this drag or make it more cosplay? Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, shit. Please don't sweat. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be the size of my eye. And I think, yeah, this is almost a little bit like what I did for QB, but a little bit bigger. Okay, make sure the shapes are the same. Okay, it looks really crazy now, but don't worry. Today I'm going in a little bit backwards. Let's go and do the liner first. Okay, and now going in with the shadows to give myself a nice soft crease. Okay, and today I'll be using kind of this ochre orangey brown from my Morphe palette. Okay, and just really pack it on. Let's start here. And blend it out. Okay. Okay, bring it down the nose, and then use a softer brush just to blend it down the nose a little bit. Starfire, apparently, you know, she was actually based on like this Puerto Rican pop star at the time, Iris Chacon, and you can see a lot of the poses that Iris had were actually used to inspire Starfire. Okay, this looks a bit crazy. I was hoping to be a bit softer today, but I think that is out the window by now. Okay, Starfire's color scheme is orange, purples, and greens. Okay, she has bright green eyes. My outfit's all purple, so the pops of purple and green have to be maintained around the eye. Okay, her eyes, however, I need to fill all that in with some green. I'm going to use the green from the color case. This very light green, okay. Okay, this will look better with the lenses. Okay, I found a neon green in my Sensorium palette. Okay, I have to try to use this one called Neuro. Really hope I can get my lenses in later. Oh, okay, I think that's a good green. Contour the rest of the eye. Okay, and use the orange to set the rest of the face. I think I might, after all, end up going browler. Okay, I'm using this orange and a little bit of red from the clown brush to try to contour. That helped a little bit. So that little bit just brings out the contour there. Contour my lips. Okay, almost there. Okay, I am going to give myself a little bit of a blush. Let's see whether the orange blush will help. This is a bit of a, this is the Trixie Cosmetics. I can't really see very much on the orange base. Okay, let's just set this a little bit first and see whether the highlighter will work. Okay, trying this creamsicle highlighter. Okay, and then I'm going to put in some black. Okay. Deepens up everything a little bit. And then I'm going to also smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, that looks good. Okay, lips is this going to be a very neutral kind of a orange. I'm going to put some purple glitter on my lids on sides, okay, because I don't want to get that into my lenses. So I'm just going to start packing and bring you on the vlog, okay, and I'm going for my photo shoot now. Okay, lashes and lips. I'll be right back. Okay, so there's my orange. I look very Oompa Loompa-ish. I think last time I painted myself orange was when I did my fungi look. Okay, and this is my Starfire wig. I really hope this all comes together. So I'm here going to be painting my arms. Midas is here to help me. So I think we're going to do a mix of the glisten base, the glisten and the Indi cosmetics. Because I think that works a little bit better together. Okay. Painting the window here too.
Again.
Okay, rolling.
What earrings do you need?
Oh, no, I think no need. If anything purple.
No purple.
No.
Confirm no purple.
Gold. So this is orange, getting in my Starfire outfit. My orange is a little bit not matching, so we're gonna color match that in post. This one.
Because I want to show them.
You're throwing away. Now we're just gluing down this strap. Super glue.
Hope it
This is a
stays.
three-man job trying to get me into
last time there was super glue in this studio. It went almost. Ah!
Just getting stuck with the shoe.
I think it looks like we need it. We did it.
It's recording. Don't say this kind of things.
I think it's.
Need to point your toes.
Yeah, is this supposed to go over that hump like that?
I mean, this part is fine.
Yeah.
That time you were doing the body glitter.
Putting off doing this for so long. Can't do it. It's not that big. I'll just be sitting in my room for like.
Yeah, it's been
months.
sitting for so long. I saw.
You're not doing eyebrows. That's not
Yeah. And I couldn't figure out what eyebrows she has. In most of the pictures, she has no eyebrows. Either she has little nubs. Okay, powder the hands. This keratin poisoning. Eat too much carrots. I had too much carrots.
This is why you should not eat too much carrot. Can be your content.
It's an actual thing, you know, keratin poisoning. I actually used to do this when I was young. I used to drink the Pokka carrot juice, 1 bottle a day, and go tanning. And
Do it yourself or?
yeah, because I thought it would make my tan very nice. So me and my friend Long Chen, we did that for a few months, and then we'll both be bright orange. We like orange. Here's the almost ready Starfire look. This outfit is made by Synergy Studio, which I think they just moved to Japan or something there, but they make a lot of outfits for drag race girls too.
In your wig?
And this wig is by Truffle Pig Wigs. And this body paint by Midas.
Yeah, my
Patchy. Patchy, carroty.
Keratin poisoning. How's it look?
Nice.
Starfire. Oh, it's gonna rip. This thing's gonna rip off.
Just creaking. The Velcro creaks.
The star, the fire, the light, the wire, the alien princess in her alien attire.
Very cute. Very nice.
Huh?
Very nice. You got the eyes to pop.
Yeah, the green, right?
Yeah.
Managed to match the sclera lenses to the green.
Yeah.
These sclera lenses, you know, I was trying to look for a completely green sclera lens. They're selling one, but for like $300 for one side.
What the?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't need. You can fix it in post.
One side of your labia is.
One side of
bigger.
it. Singing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, how? Can you move? Which one? This? I can't see.
Is it this? I think it's this.
See the shadow of the eyes. I see the eyes.
Okay. Pose again.
Starfire. Velcro's coming up. When I flex these, the Velcro strips come off. Starfire. 80s Starfire. See that?
80 stuff. Oh, you're gonna kill it, Comic-Con.
Huh?
Really, you're gonna kill it.
Really?
Yeah.
If we manage to get it all on. This took so long. Huh? This is me flying, so like, I mean, if I tiptoe, you can make me look like I'm flying.
Technically, yeah, we just need to delete.
Yeah.
Just to remove background, you
Yeah.
then reposition it. Oh yeah, but maybe if you, how does she fly? Does she lift up one leg?
No, she's usually flying.
Straight, yeah, straight
The
leg.
legs are straight.
Okay. Okay, you want to see the poses that you did last time? Okay, we try some leg, like different, a bit more dirty. 3, 2. Sorry. 3, 2. Go nearer the light. Some more. Yeah. 3, 2.
The nail.
Okay, you want to show one air shot?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What the hell?
like my QV.
Yeah, QB Astro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, your boobs is sweating. Orange.
Yeah, you're sweating here.
One.
Ew.
Okay, and go.
Okay, and there is my Starfire look. Thank you for such an amazing photo shoot, John. This is John from Pivotal Studios. He does amazing cosplay shots and beauty shots, but you have to be beautiful first, of course. Oh yeah, and touch my nails. Oh, oops. Your heels are causing a lot of damage. And that's my Starfire look. Starfire and Nightwing. How's it, Karlyne?
Very awesome.
Very awesome. We're gonna
Best
try
of
to do.
you.
We're gonna try to do this at Comic-Con. Okay. Okay. And actually, it's quite comfortable. Although I'm sweating a lot, it's like, you know, I've been doing this for a couple of hours. It feels okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.